Atëherë ashtu siç edhe keni mund ta vreni në FFK Podcast vijnë disa prej emrave më të shquar të futbollit me disa prej rrëfimeve të padëgjuara më parë në media ndër ne dhe siç ka qenë edhe në episodet e kaluara, ashtu është edhe tash sepse në FFK Podcast këtë javë përveç Zekria Ramadanit kemi sjellur edhe një emër tjetër të shquar të futbollit jo vetëm në Kosovë. Në fakt jo në Kosovë, por në futbollin ndërkombëtar. Fjala është për Tomislav Danilevičius, ish futbollist i Arsenalit, ish futbollist i Bolonias, Parmas dhe shumë klubeve të tjera në Itali, më pas edhe presidenti i Federatës së Lituanisë, kurse tani vije tek ne në Kosovë si ekspert i FIFA-s për të sjellur programe dhe ekspertiza të tij, por edhe për të përfaqësuar shtëpinë e futbollit ndërkombëtar, për të ndihmuar promovimin dhe zhvillimin e mëtejshëm të Federatës së Futbollit të Kosovës. Hello, it's a pleasure to have you here, Mr. Danilevičius.
Thank you to having me here, and it's a pleasure all mine.
It's your fifth time, as I remember from our discussion, that you are coming in Kosovo.
It's already, I think, fifth time that I'm coming to Kosovo to visit in different vests. Before I came as a president, now as a FIFA regional technical consultant. Yeah, but it's a fifth time already.
It's a pleasure for us to host you all those times. And as you said before, you have been as a president of Lithuanian Association, but now in a completely new role, who is helping and also monitoring the development of our football. And what are your thoughts on the progress that Football Federation of Kosovo has done on this period, from your first time when you came as a president of Lithuanian Association to now when you're coming in completely different role?
Well, first of all, I would like to say the big compliments, because now I think is the moment that the Kosovo football shines on the international career, international, let's say, level with the national team, and also with on the club level that you also participating in the conference league. So let's say that since the first time I came, and there has been a lot of improvements in terms not only infrastructure that you as a federation investing in the infrastructure, but also if you thinking about the programs for your most talented players, and FIFA is running with Kosovo the program. It names it Talent Development Scheme, which is let's say the flagship of FIFA in terms of talent development, and you are part of that program, and you're doing a great job for the girls side, and definitely as well for the boys. So that's a very important thing. Recent changes in your competition structure, especially on the youth level, when you start to do the pathway for the let's say for all the youth players playing 5 against 5, 7 against 7, 9 against 9, 11 against 11. So the pathway is there, and which is very important thing in development of the player, and definitely on the educational side that you started already last year with the UEFA A license. I know that ambition is to continue with the pro license maybe next year. So the full UEFA convention is on the way, and then I think it's very important also milestone for the Kosovo Football Federation, since let's say the federation is very young, and then next year will be 10 years that as a member of the FIFA. That's a great already achievements that the Football Federation did with the leadership of your president Agim Ademi. So that's a good things that I can only say.
Thanks a lot. That we have a lot of talented kids that's quite known, at least on this region, but we were missing maybe the proper work and structure of the work with them. And now those programs that you are mentioning are helping a lot. If we start speaking about the specific programs, which one you would specify a bit more that is having a biggest impact on development of the work with the youth generations here?
Yeah, well, I already mentioned this talent development scheme program, which is global. This year we hit the record. 191 Football Federation Association is participating in this program. Kosovo participates from the very beginning, so it's from 2023 after the Congress in Kigali that was the program launch. The program is aimed to increase competitiveness on the youth level, competitiveness for the national teams, and the logo or the motto of this program is give every talent a chance. So it doesn't matter from where you are, from which background, but we need to give every talent a chance. And definitely Kosovo is giving to all the talents a chance via this program. And on this, let's say, this visit specifically, we are talking about FIFA Academies program, which is also part of this talent development scheme, where we are programming to launch a FIFA Academy in Kosovo. That will be a first academy in region, and I'm very proud that Kosovo will be
That's an amazing news for us.
The flagship or the flagman, benchmark also for the region in terms of that program. So
when we can expect it, approximately?
I think that next year, first quarter, the program will.
That's quite soon.
That's quite soon. That's, let's say, the meetings we had with of course, with the president, with the technical directors, with the staff that is involved in that program. We are looking forward to launch it as soon as possible, and to launch, let's say, that program. We will land a FIFA coach in that program, so that in terms of the initial FIFA Academy, that will be a milestone, and we're looking that in terms of with the coach we could create really high performance environment. That's what we're looking forward, and of course it will be for boys and girls. Yeah. That's a good and very important message, and we're looking forward.
Oh, this is absolutely amazing news and amazing step for us in terms of trying to develop the football and work with younger generations here. But a very, very important thing in our, let's say, attempt to develop the football here is also the coaching education. I'm fully aware that it's done through UEFA licenses, but as an ex-football player, as a FIFA expert, how do you see this process ongoing in Kosovo, taking into consideration that we started with it quite lately because we are a new member and it was impossible to start earlier? Yeah. And what you think will be the impact of much better educated coaches, and then the way that they will impact on the work with the kids, starting from the younger ages but to the senior teams in our football?
Well, fantastic steps already have been done by Kosovo Football Federation in this regard. So you are already on the A course, let's say, step, and the last step is missing. That's mean the pro course, which you will achieve probably within next year or within next few years. And that's
the goal is next year.
The goal is next year. Yeah. But let's say that means that you will have full convention. That means you starting, and you have for the coaches the pathway, which you will guarantee in all the categories, the coaches with the licenses, and that's a very very important thing for the players' development in every level. I mean, from the youth, from the children, from the grassroots through the senior. It's very important to have the coaches, and also you taking let's say the steps together with some external experts, so some foreign experts that are coming delivering the courses, which is also very important in terms of the methodology, in terms of the content of the courses. So it's really valuable education for your coaches, and without good coach you cannot
that's why I say
you cannot you cannot educate good players. So I think it's everything together, everything what is around the player. So the coach, the infrastructure, the environment, this is important to grow the player in the certain way, and all those components Football Federation of Kosovo are doing, are going to that direction.
We were speaking in highly about all the steps that we're doing. We as a federation, of course, with the support of FIFA and UEFA are doing, but let's think a bit differently on this moment. What is the advice that comes from an ex-top level player, ex-president of a federation, and a FIFA expert for the steps that our federation should do? What is your advice that we should do, or maybe we can do a bit better on near future, so we can improve or develop even more comparing to what we are doing now?
Well, I will say in football sometimes there is no patience, because everybody wants to win tomorrow,
especially here. Especially here.
I will say.
Trust me.
I will say that's in the football, because it's a
international problem, but here it's a bit more
competitive sport, and everyone wants to win tomorrow. But we know to develop.
We want to win yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. But to develop the player, you need the time. You need the right programs. You need the right education around that. You need the infrastructure, and that's mean timing, and that's mean planning, and that's mean strategy. So I truly believe that the strategy is in the place, and I know that it's already in the place, and it's important that that leadership is continuous the work that they have started doing a few years ago. So that's important that the same leadership will continue and do the let's say the same things, strategical things to develop the football, which already start in terms of building new infrastructure, in terms of educating the coach, in terms of educating the players, giving them chance to play on the international arena, and also giving them chance to with the competition to play in the local one. So the Kosovo is on the right way. You need to have patience, because the strategical plan is not, let's say, or strategy is not for 1 year. It's for 10 years, And
Absolutely.
if you want to keep going up and keeping growing up, you need to follow those steps. So this is my, let's say, wish, and let's say I hope that it will go that way.
Thanks a lot. We have spoken about the plans and about the programs that are implemented by our federation under your guidance, but let's speak a bit also about you and your amazing career, not just a football player, but also as a president of Lithuanian Association. First of all, I would like to know what was more, not harder to do, but a bit more responsible thing during your career, being a top player on the level that you have been, or leading a federation and all the programs and strategies and everything that you were speaking about?
Well,
but it's a bit more difficult, and where, in which position you felt a bit more responsible?
Yeah, well, this is two different ways of playing football, let's say, when I'm saying I was a player, so I seeing as a front office, because you're on the pitch, because everyone is
you
show what you do. You said maybe in front of many eyes, and once you're on the back office, when you're on the position of the management position, then you have a chance to develop the game, but in different way. So it's I will say there's two different pathways. That's for sure. Which one is more difficult? Definitely is the back office, because then all the components that are not regarding only to you and to your capabilities and capacity of working, but also depending on stakeholders, depending on the environment, depending on the programs, and a lot of components that involved in that you could succeed. But in terms of the responsibility, you taking in on the pitch one type of the responsibility,
only for yourself, not
only for
everyone.
Yourself, and maybe for the team as well. I was playing in the striker position, so the responsibility is to score the goal, and is there. But other type of the responsibilities when you are sitting, let's say, on the chair with
leading everything,
leading the MA with all the decision, that's different type of responsibility.
You are perfectly suitable in FIFA now. It's not a national association, but member association. The difference between FIFA and UEFA on terms. You have done almost everything in football, but as far as I know, maybe I'm wrong, you haven't been the coach. Why you skipped this step? From player to president?
Well, first
and then FIFA expert.
First of all, I have a coaching license.
Okay.
So, but in my pathway as a let's say as a person, once I stepped out of the pitch, and for me it was too hard to come back.
Okay.
In different ways. That's what I meant, and I thinking that maybe coaching will be something in the future when I'm more mature and more calm in my decisions, and more have more patience. And I thought maybe that it could be maybe my retirement, plan. Maybe when you are like 70 years old, and you can start to show the kids how to play football.
In boyhood club.
In the local club, maybe somewhere.
Speaking in the end, I know that you have there are a lot of topics that I would like to discuss with you, but we understand you have a lot of other things to do as well. So in the end, let's speak a bit and shortly about your career as a football player. You played in the prime time of Serie A and also in Arsenal. And yeah, in that time maybe Premier League was big, but not on where it stands now. What was more pleasure playing? I mean, not in the best and most biggest clubs in Italy, but in Bologna, Parma, were very well respected clubs in Italy, or playing in Arsenal, and also in a very strong and competitive league as Premier League. What was the main thing for you?
Yeah, well, when I was in Arsenal during the period of Arsene Wenger, in that time we're talking about 2000, so at that time that Arsenal was maybe one
of the best teams in the world.
10 teams, top clubs in the world. And when you see the players that was, I shared the dressing room like Thierry Henry, Patrick Vieira, Tony
Why you started
Adams.
from Thierry Henry and not from Dennis Bergkamp?
Well, I will come because he's the
highest level.
He's the king. I mean, he's the class of the football. So, but I will not say who is better or less.
No.
There are so many.
I understand different characteristics,
different players, and they are all top players and world champions, Champions League winners, and etc. etc.
So
but
for you, that remains the highlight of the career?
Well, that in that period, I was 20 years old, so I was a bit young to compete with those guys. And probably the best of, let's say, my prime football, that was in Italy for sure. I spent there for 10 years in the Italian competitions, and at that time Serie A was really on the shell, on the top shell, on the worldwide football, and I enjoyed so much.
I enjoyed as well so much speaking with you and talking about football with you. Thank you, and thanks for everything that you are doing to help our federation and development of our football in general.
Thank you very much for having me here, and definitely it's not the last time.
Yeah, let's hope we will speak again and we will have the chance to meet you again.
Thank you.
Faleminderit shumë që ndoqët bisedën me zotin Danilevičius. Shpresoj që keni pëlqyer edhe episodin e 4 të podcastit të Federatës së Futbollit të Kosovës. Ne do të takohemi sërish javën e ardhshme. Mirëmbëjtje.